What's going on? Today I'm going to be wrapping some of the interior trim pieces of my 2014 Fiesta ST. So let's get started. So I'm starting off with the easiest first, which is going to be this outer door handle trim. This will be about 4 clips holding it in, so we'll just pop that out. Not a whole lot to it. And we will rip this passenger side off as well. Don't need any trim removal tools for this. Not the easiest thing to do with one hand. There we go. And then we'll take these inside and wrap them. Alright, so what you're going to need is your vinyl wrap. I bought this off Amazon for about 20 bucks Canadian. We have a squeegee with some felt so it doesn't scratch up the vinyl. Got an X-Acto knife, the trim pieces, and a source of heat. I'm using a hairdryer, don't have a heat gun. We have this rough cut piece of vinyl here. We're gonna peel it and lay it face down. Now creases don't matter to begin with because the heat gun will take out all of those once you stretch across the surface. So we'll just roughly lay that here. And then what I like to do when I'm wrapping is start on one side, get your heat gun. Let me just reposition the camera. So we got this roughly sitting on here currently. Just set up the heat gun. So yeah, we'll set the heat gun, turn it on, and start on this one corner here. And then, just for example here, if we have creases in the vinyl there, we'll just stretch that across with the heat. We got it roughly shaped here. Vinyl is very forgiving, so when you're doing it, if you mess up, just pull it back and then begin the process again. And then what you're going to want to do is pull it around the back of the plastic. And then just kind of get that edge. And when you're ready, begin cutting it right on the edge there. Once you have all the creases out. So we'll just start on that and then make our way down to this other end. Alright, we got these all wrapped. Take a look. Only real imperfection is right there, and that was due to a scratch on the trim. But so let's install them. Clip that into place. Can't really see what I'm doing. Alright, there we go. Looks a lot better than stock, that's for sure. Maybe you should have sanded out those scratches first, but not a lot I can do now. Alright, next we'll be wrapping this center section. The wrap goes around the shifter and the climate control there. So first off, we'll move this piece here. You just need a little Phillips head screwdriver to get that plastic clip out on either side. So we will start off with that. Alright, we got that little plastic clip out, and then it is held in right there by a tang. So we'll go ahead and start on this side. and then just pop it off and then pull it towards you. Then now we can get this little trim piece off here. So we'll do that next. Alright, so I already got this popped off here. There's 2 clips right here, 2 clips on this side. Then you'll have to use a trim tool to remove the clips. And then there's 2 electrical connectors on each side for seat warmers, traction control, and ambient lighting. So I'll just pull those connectors off and remove this trim piece. Alright, I got that trim piece off now. So you want to pull it back towards you, and there's 3 sets of clips. There is one right here on each side, one right here, and one up here on either side. And you're gonna need a trim removal tool to pry around here and pop those 2 clips up. I am just using a little screwdriver with tape around it to not mar the plastic up. And we got our boot here, held in with staples, Fiesta quality. And those are the 2 connectors that you have to undo there. The clips for them are just on the bottom. Just push on them and pull them out, and then remove this assembly here. And then before we wrap it, we'll just remove these pieces here. There's tabs on either side. You just want to squeeze them, and then they'll just pop right out there. Just remember which side goes on which. And we'll do the same to the other side here. Might not be able to do this one-handed. Squeeze those clips. And then push it through there. Just do it with one hand, very easy. And then that will be the start. Let's give it a quick wipe down before we wrap it. Alright, we got our rough piece cut here, and we will be getting the wrapping process. Alright, got this trim piece all wrapped. Took a lot longer than anticipated. Oh, there we go, that's better lighting. So the wrap I bought wasn't flexible enough to pretty much get in there, so focus. Cut it around the edge there just to give it a nice look, and then also cut out that cubby right there. So we'll get that installed back on the car, and yeah, I would recommend going with 3M wrap over the wrap I bought. Just cheap Amazon shit. And there we have it with the trim all installed. Looks a lot better in my opinion. Just gets rid of that cheap plastic look. Now you got a cheap carbon fiber look. Alright, so I got the vent pods done as well. You basically pop them out with a little trim tool or mini screwdriver. This little portion pops out by hand, and then I just wrapped the exterior of it. Looks pretty good, and probably the easiest one to wrap out of all of them. Alright, we got these vent pods all wrapped. When you do this little centerpiece here, it'll just pop off with, you just pop it off with your fingers and then just wrapped around it. So we'll be installing these. There will be a little arrow in the towards the top, and they will just click right into place. Get that foam around there, and just like that, and it's in. And then just make sure that's in there. Looks pretty good like that. Alright, so this is the finished product of the car. we got the door handles there, the vent pod's done, and the trim piece around the shifter and the climate control. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe for upcoming videos.